and welcome to Fashionista. Compliments of the season to all. You must have gone hog wild on a big dinner or junk food binge for Christmas parties and long eating schedule, right? And now wondering how to undo the damage? You're not alone. There are many others who want a solution on how to reduce their weight as well as change their eating habits. I received a lot of mails asking me to how reduce their weight, show different exercises, or what a nutritionist or a dietitian would suggest to eat. But heavy eating doesn't have to mean that you have gained a lot of weight. If you are more than 20% over a healthy weight, or if you have had a weight problem for many years, consult a doctor before starting a serious weight loss program. That's the advice. And so to answer all your queries, we have clinical dietitian Nina Figueredo with us. Hi Nina, compliments of the season.
Wish you the same, Greta.
Yeah. See, I've been receiving a lot of mails of people who are asking me how to lose their weight after excessive eating and all that after Christmas. So how will you tell my viewers?
Okay. First and foremost, I'd like to say Christmas is a season of love, goodwill and celebration. We've just, I think, recently celebrated this great festival and are towards the end of our Christmas week. Yes, so I would say it's but natural that during this season of joy and celebration that we overindulge by our intake of high calorie foods, red meats and the ever so tempting sweets, which I think are a part of every Goan festive celebration. Absolutely. So obviously we have to face reality. And in this context, people make all sorts of New Year resolutions to change from the old or from the overindulgences to the new. So I think it is very important that we review our lifestyles and follow food habits and a way of life that will help us improve and lead a healthy lifestyle. That is very, very important by following a well-balanced diet, which I recommend should consist of complex carbohydrates like chapatis, brown rice, fruits, vegetables, okay, also protein sources like fish, chicken, egg, then your paneer, soya, and definitely the good unsaturated fats like almonds, walnuts, avocados and the cooking oils. Along with this, drinking adequate amount of water and definitely proper physical activity is equally important.
Okay. And what would be the simple carbohydrates?
Okay, now what happens is carbohydrates are of two types, complex carbohydrates and simple carbohydrates. Now the thing is, we'd always tell people to concentrate more on the complex carbohydrates, which is what your body really needs, because they are slowly released into the system. Like say for example, when we eat chapatis or brown rice, once we eat them, they're slowly digested and the body takes it in. Whereas the simple carbohydrates like your maida products, sugary products, as soon as you eat them, your aerated drinks, as soon as we have them, the body quickly absorbs them and they are converted to fat. Exactly. So that's why we'd say concentrate more on your complex carbohydrates, which are the healthy food sources.
Okay. So how do you want my viewers to have their meals now after long wild hogging breakfast, dinners, lunch, everything? How do you want them to, streamline their eating habits?
Correct. What we'd say is, now obviously they must have been having huge, big, high rich calorie meals, but I'd like to tell them have small meals, small healthy meals at regular intervals. It's not like that you've had a nice week and enjoy that the next week you just have to starve yourself and go on juices, because what happens is many people just go on fruits, juices for the whole week, and then what happens is they lose off maybe 3-4 kgs, but as soon as they start back with their normal eating, they put on all that back again, because it's just body water that goes, it's not body fat. So what I'd say is, get back to your routine but with a healthy diet, following small regular meals, your normal foods only that we would eat, but again like a proper breakfast, maybe a mid-morning, like could be like a fruit or a handful of nuts, could be your lunch, which even our normal Goan fish curry rice or rice, dal, vegetable, whatever is healthy. Maybe the tea time they can have their tea with a light snack and then a light dinner. Okay, but the main thing, many times you've noticed that people don't have breakfast, so it's very, very important that they start their day with a healthy breakfast, because that's when
that is when you have to break your fast.
Yes, because they say your metabolic rate is highest in the morning, lowest at night. So what happens is anything extra at night gets converted to fat. So anything your body takes it in, the first thing to increase that metabolism, we need to have a good breakfast. So I'd like to tell them, have small regular meals. Definitely cut down on the proportion of fat in the diet, because obviously we've had all sorts of fried foods now when we've enjoyed our whole Christmas week. So go a little low on fat, and definitely physical activity, exercise along with the diet is very, very important.
Nina, how important is it, that when you get up, it seems you have to have lukewarm water before you even brush your teeth? How important is that?
Okay, now drinking lukewarm water, drinking warm water with lime and honey, drinking any methi water, whatever, all of these are all cleansers. They're not directly connected to fat burn or anything. People will say, okay, drink lime water and honey and it will help you burn fat. It's not at all connected to burning fat. The main thing, any warm water or lukewarm water with honey water, or many times people will have methi, we give a methi in water. They're just cleansers. They just clean your system, nothing more than that.
Besides exercises, Nina, how do people, streamline their food? Eating food habits. How do they eat little things to, gain weight or lose weight?
How do they eat little things to gain or lose weight? Now, for that is very important on the type of food they are eating. Okay, now what we say is whether you want to lose weight, whether you want to gain weight, it is the same foods. Now, many people will say, okay, to gain weight, eat a lot of samosas, batat vadas. You do not need to eat all of that. The main thing is the natural foods only that we eat are rice, chapatis, okay, fish, chicken, the same foods, but obviously the proportions would differ. So whether it is weight loss or weight gain, it is the same foods involved, but the calories we break up person to person. Each one's diet would be entirely different according to his height, his or her height, weight, okay, their past clinical history and their schedule, because each one's timings are also different. So the diet would go person to person.
So how do people gain weight then after eating sweets or maybe drinking alcohol or anything? How do they gain weight then?
Okay, because all of this having sweets, now see, most of our sweets, especially our Christmas sweets, are all comprised of sugar, maida, okay, corn flour. Now all of these are simple carbohydrates, like I said earlier, which as soon as your body takes in, obviously it converts to fat. Now another thing is, many people think that it's only when we have fat we put on we put on weight or whatever, but extra carbohydrates are also converted to fat. So what happens is your soft drinks, beer, these are all empty calories, right? So as soon as your body keeps getting in, you have like a beer and you have your snacks and you have sweets, obviously at that one time the body gets it in, definitely it will be converted to fat. So I'd definitely like to take this opportunity to wish all our brothers and sisters in Goa a very happy and healthy New Year 2013, and definitely look forward to see healthier and fitter Goans in the new year.
Hi, I know you've been writing to me, SMSing me and asking me what are the different exercises that you can do after your Christmas vacations and after overeating. Have you ever gone through a period of time where you just can't seem to lose weight, but after eating a big meal, sometime you find out the very next day that you have grown 2 or 3 kilos extra? Many of us overdo the fatty foods, especially during holidays and vacations. The trick to losing the weight after overeating is to go back to smart eating. Before you begin to lose weight, mentally prepare yourself for any kind of exercises. And now we have the fitness expert Nivedita Dampo to help us, isn't it, Nivedita?
Well, I think we should try. Happy holidays, Prudent viewers. I know that you've had a blast of a time eating fabulous cooked food and all the pastries and all the little Christmas treats and sweets, and now you're thinking, oh my gosh, how did I put on these 5 pounds or 5 kilos, and how do I get rid of them? Today we were going to show you a few exercises where you don't have to be part of a gym, where you don't have to even step outside of your home, and can do these exercises and at least start your toning process easily at home. Okay, and some of the things you can do, some few tips, nutrition tips is, as usual, stay away from all kinds of sugary sweets and foods. Stay away from aerated drinks like Coke, Pepsi, I'm sorry I'm naming brand names, but you know what I mean, all the aerated soft drinks. You can also drink plenty of water, because sometimes when you feel you're absolutely hungry, it may just be a thirst pang that you mistake for hunger. So before we get on the floor and we show you some exercises that you can do at home, and don't have to be part of a gym, you don't have to go out running. If you dedicatedly follow this plan and watch what you put in your mouth, I am sure you will see some results. Okay, so to help me to demonstrate the exercises, I have my trainer here, Natika. If you will join me. Natika will help demonstrate the exercises. And we are going to go in order. We are going to start off with some upper body exercises. Then we are going to go into lower body exercises. Then something to do with abs. And finally, we are going to demonstrate some cardio options. How do you get your heart rate up? How do you burn some calories? Okay. So my first exercise will be, if you have to choose one exercise for your upper body, the one exercise that I would recommend is push-ups. So I will have Natika get on the floor and demonstrate what a good push-up should look like, okay? Your palms are placed directly underneath your shoulders, okay? First we're going to do a regular push-up, then I'm going to show you a modified version, okay? You're on your toes, you're one straight line from your shoulder all the way down to your feet, okay? And you're going to go down, and when you go down, you're going to go low enough that you're just about a fist away from the floor, okay? When you come down, perfect. All the way up. So this is a good push-up. Where you go all the way down, your elbows are bent. Can you go all the way down, Natika, for me? Thank you. And when you come up, your arms are straight. Perfect. Modified push-up. Most women don't have as much strength in their shoulders and upper body. So if you want to do the same thing, you can do with your knees dropped down. Okay, so your knees are dropped down. You can cross your legs if you want to, if you're more comfortable doing that. And you go all the way down. Aim for your chest to go towards the floor. Okay, and all the way up. Perfect. One more time, Natika. All the way down and all the way up. So this is called a modified push-up. Okay, this works out basically your triceps, which is this area, your biceps, your back, your chest. So it's a really good upper body exercise.
What about food, Nivedita? How about the food? Lunch, dinner, breakfast? How do you cut down on that?
Quick tips. Never, ever, ever, ever skip breakfast, okay? To get your metabolism to kick in, you absolutely have to eat some breakfast. What kind of breakfast? Varies, depends on what you like. I personally love to have a smoothie in the morning. It's made with yogurt, bananas, sometimes pomegranate, or mango when in season, any other fruit along with banana, yogurt and nuts. You put it in a mixer, you whip it up, and you have a glass of that smoothie. It's really satisfying. You get all your food groups. Some people like to eat cereal and milk for breakfast. You know, others want to eat chapati. And yeah, absolutely. Oats is very good, really, really high in iron as well. And high fiber foods is your key word. Okay, so fruits, vegetables, you can eat a whole wheat chapati with, you know, of course, very little oil and a little bit of sabzi from leftover last night if you like a savory kind of breakfast. Definitely high fiber whole wheat bread. Anything white, you should stay away from. Okay, white bread, white rice. The eggs, you mean? Oh, so definitely. Eggs actually, you know, are extremely good. They are high protein. Watch out for the cholesterol in the yolk. So, you know, if you want to make an egg omelette, maybe you take, you know, 2 egg whites and 1 egg yolk and make a egg omelette for breakfast. So that should pretty much cover up breakfast. As far as lunch is concerned, try to, if weight loss is your goal, try to stay away from white rice. Okay?
So instead, what do you have to have?
Red rice, brown rice, whole wheat chapati, anything that is higher in fiber. Okay, and also if you're trying to lose weight, try and stay away from eating a lot of potatoes because they are higher in the glycemic index. Well, remember one thing, no vegetable foods have cholesterol. It's only animal foods that have cholesterol. Okay, so potatoes you're definitely, but it's higher in calories, it's denser in calories. For lunch you can have, you know, 1 or 2 chapatis, katori of dal, extremely high in protein, chana, moong, you know, whatever, you know, for lunch. You know, you can have a piece of fish. I'm sorry, I only talk about veg stuff because I personally love veg food. You can have a piece of chicken. Try and stay away from the gravies. That's where all the calories are loaded. I hate to say when talking to Goan viewers to stay away from coconut, but it is higher in saturated fat, which can help or which can actually increase your cholesterol. So once in a while is okay, you know, once or twice a week.